How to build your credit. I'm about to give you some quick tips on how to dramatically increase your credit score without hiring some company to do it for you. By no means am I a credit repair specialist, but I have been in the field long enough to know a thing or two, as I've seen these changes affect my own score tremendously and the scores of my clients. It seems like everyone and their brother wants a better credit score, but who knows exactly how to make that happen? Let's start by finding a good source to look at your credit report regularly. Most credit cards have a built-in app that allows for credit tracking. Personally, I like to use Credit Karma, but I've also heard good things about Credit Sesame. Go ahead and pick the account you want to use and set it up. Your credit score won't be exactly what these apps show, but it should be close. Now let's look at your score. Most lending companies want to see at least a 620 to 640 for loans that offer down payment assistance. Sometimes they'll go as low as 580 if you have a little bit more money to put down. Generally, the higher the score, the better. If you find that one of your scores is significantly higher or lower than the other, it's likely that there's something reporting on one that isn't on the other. Just compare the reports and see which one is missing something. Let's look at any collections that you have on your report. I would recommend paying the smallest collections off first. This accomplishes two things. One, your credit report will calculate another closed collection, regardless of how much it was for, and boost your score. Two, it helps you to build confidence in turning your credit around as you see these collections being checked off. It's sometimes possible to negotiate a lower balance with the collection agency to satisfy a debt. All you need to do is look up their number and call them. Check your payment history. Payment history weighs heavily on your score. If your credit report shows that you've turned in late payments or missed them entirely, verify that the information is right. If it isn't, report a dispute with the agency. If your payment history is wonky, the best way to build it is to start making full, on-time payments for the foreseeable future. Utilize credit cards. Credit cards can be scary, but they can also help you significantly increase your score. Begin by seeing if you qualify for a credit card. You may have to look at card options that make you put some sort of balance down before you begin to use it. These are called secured credit cards. You only have to load that balance once to convince the card issuer that you're serious about making your payments and you're good for it. Now that you have one or two credit cards, begin to use them at least once a month, but don't go overboard. Keep your balance below 35% of your total credit limit and pay at least your minimum payment every month. I would advise leaving a little bit of money on your card's balance each month instead of paying it to zero. This shows that you can responsibly manage rolling debt. Additionally, if you leave your card balance at zero for too long, the card issuer will eventually close your account. If you aren't yet in the position to get your own credit card, see if a trusting friend will add you as an authorized user to their card. If they do, this means that you will get credit for each payment they make. If you agree to not use their card, many friends are happy to lend a hand. Be sure that you trust them to make their payments on time, as negative remarks will also count toward you. Number of open accounts and time they have been established. Your credit score will increase with each new account you open and manage successfully. I recommend starting small and managing just a few accounts to get used to it before you add more. In other words, don't sign up for every account opportunity that you have at the checkout counter. Each one of these runs your credit and can drop your score. All in all, be diligent in looking up the terms and interest rate of any accounts you're considering opening. If you follow these simple steps, you can begin to see your score increase in as little as a couple of months. If you thought these tips were helpful, stay tuned for my next video.